Hi, this is Simon with Trade and Perform Coaching. Wanted to go over today's trade review for ES and NQ. Let's start off with ES today. And so this morning I highlighted a couple of issues that we were looking at this morning. And so the first thing that I wanted to note was that the Globex high 1864.50 coming out of the gate, that it was very important that we got above this level, and that even if we traded above this level, right, closing back below this Globex high, okay, would set up a trap trade. And in a trap trade, I look for it to go to the other end of the range, and that's exactly what it did. It went over to Globex lows. Now, this was actually not the strongest way to set up a trap trade, but it was good, and you just simply had to be fast. You didn't have a lot of time to think about it. But the risk reward was pretty clear. There was a first 5-minute bar. Your stop was pretty easy to set. And I thought it gave a pretty clear setup to the downside. Now, I have a portfolio of trades, right? As a trader, you don't want to have just one trade. You want to try to have really 3 to 4 trades that diversify you across a wide spectrum, so that as markets shift, you can shift to new trading environments and have at least 1 or 2 trades that will work in that environment, even if your other 2 trades are underperforming, right? If you just have a one-trick pony, for example, perfect example, guys who were buying gap ups, right, like this, and they were betting on the gap and goes. Okay, these guys, okay, when I say these guys, not everyone, obviously some guys are decent traders. They can flip, they can identify. But look, I've been doing this for 20 years. At this point, I've coached quite a few guys, okay? And it is not an easy skill to go, if you've gotten accustomed to making money from buying gap ups, okay? It is not an easy skill all of a sudden to go in, I'm shorting gap ups, okay? And conversely, if you make money from shorting gap ups, right? Well, what guy is that? The guy who's been shorting gap ups for, unless he's a skilled trader, again, he's been getting killed for 3 months running, okay? So this is a difficult skill. It's difficult to make this decision process in the first 5 minutes of the day. It's a process, and it takes time to walk through to get good at that. So the other basic trade I have, right, and the most fundamental trade is the first time into the zone, right? First time it touches the zone, I look for a pause and a 2-point rotation higher. Well, we got that right there. That was the first trade of the day. A couple of my guys got paid on that trade. When I say my guys that I coach, got paid on the trade. I had a few guys that were actually able to capture this trade. Most of them didn't. Okay, I had warned. Let's go through the process of this day. I had warned that this zone right here in particular was a difficult zone, and that I would not be taking a trade automatically in it. Furthermore, if you look, we got consolidation right above the zone. See that right there? We spent 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes consolidating right above a zone. That's never a good idea. At a minimum, when you see a consolidation like this, move to the back of the zone to get your trade entry if you're going to do that, right? That would have at least let you rotate up for 2 points and get out of there profitably. Also, I had caught a lot of flack over the last couple of weeks and months, not from a lot of people, but from enough people who had mentioned, you only take 2 points when there's 8 points or 10 points available. Look, most markets don't operate the way we have over the last 3 months. Okay, I don't care what anyone says. I've been around for a long time. 2 points gives me a high odds of getting out of my trade with my profit and my money in my pocket. And all I need is 1 to 2 trades a day of 2 points apiece to build my trading account. It's all I need. Look, this game's hard. Between the mental part of it, the accuracy part of it, the execution part of it, all of it is not the easiest game in the world from a day trading perspective, and it's why most people fail at day trading. Okay, you don't believe me? Walk through your neighborhood, right, and see how long it'll take you to find someone else who's a profitable day trader. I don't think I can find anyone in my. I know 2 guys in my entire city that are profitable day traders. Okay, and I think it's very, very hard to do, and I've been in this business for 20 years. So it is doable, right? But it's not easy, and don't make the mistake of thinking that it is, because it's not whether you can make money for 6 months, it's whether you can make money year in, year out, day after day, and week after week, and I want to stress the importance of that. So I cautioned on this zone. Even if you took this zone right here, Okay, I have a rule, 25-minute rule. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 minutes. Anyone who took this zone had all day and all night to get out of this trade flat or break even, depending on where you took the trade. It should not have busted anybody, quite frankly. Okay, and then I put out on Twitter when we were up here at this zone that I'd be looking for 1844 and 3/4 to 1842 and 3/4 to get long. I achieved that. I got scales at +2 and +3. I got stopped out break even on my trade when we rolled back in here. And unfortunately, what I was looking for was simply to get above this first. Once we broke, I wanted to kind of get below and back above first hour's low like we did right here. And then I thought that we could, and I tweeted this, that 1855 was begging for a backside test, and that's exactly what we got. So today had a number of things that are available. We had trap trades that worked. We had the zones that offered counter rotations throughout the course of the day and or low risk opportunities, right, to get into a trade and get out of it with relatively low risk. First touches worked all day long, okay? Trap trades worked all day long. These are things that set up these are things that are set up your day, and they become available day by day if you're patient and you know what to look for, right? A big key to knowing what you're looking for is having a calm, relaxed mind, staying grateful for what you are getting, which is a big problem. A lot of times, a lot of traders will feel, I'm not getting enough out of this, right? And then I would say the killer for all traders are those traders that need to make money every day, okay? That is a killer that almost cannot be overcome. If you have to make money every day by day to put food in your mouth, this is the hardest business in the world. I'd almost say it's close to impossible because everything is going to look like a trade and you're going to end up spinning your account into oblivion. I would stress and request, don't do that. Keep your money, okay? Because it is just too easy to screw this thing up. I wanted to show something else here. See this right here? While we're sitting right above Friday's low and Globex low, and I apologize, I started preaching there. That wasn't the point. It really sucks to talk to people who've lost money that they actually need, okay? Because they couldn't take the time to learn this properly, and they blew themselves up. That really, really sucks. Money's hard to make. Most jobs don't pay you what trading pays you when you're good, and most jobs don't take as much away, don't charge the tuition that the market charges when you don't know what you're doing. So moving on. Okay, this is Friday's low, Globex low. You'll notice the time, just past 9 a.m. until after we broke. If you look at NQ in that same time frame, and then I'm going to go in here real quick, and I'm going to go here. Okay, if you look at NQ, this is Globex low and Friday low right here. Okay, I'm going to circle this for you. Right here. Okay, by 15 minutes in, prior to 9 o'clock, we were already below Globex low and Friday low, and testing this trend line that I'd shown was underneath on NQ, and I'd drawn this out earlier in the day. I'd also drawn this out. This was not created. This is also a trend line that we've been working on right down here. NQ has been leading the market for months and months and months. It should be a shock to nobody, right? I promise you I'm not that bright a guy, okay? I'm actually, the simpler I make it, the easier it is, okay? We broke below Globex low. We backside tested it, okay? This is basic technical analysis, right? We broke down, we backside tested a key area, and then we continued lower, okay? This was the point of the breakdown. This is the point of the retest right here. Okay, you could have also argued that the retest was right here, okay, where we got a rotation down off of each of those. Okay, so that's basic fundamental analysis 101. We've now closed that. We've come back and backside tested, and the market is now free to make a move further down if it would like. I have no idea if it'll do that or not. I don't even want to think about it right now because I'm frankly tired from the day. But the key was there, right? If you're trying to get ES over here, if you're trying to get ES to bounce, make a move back to the upside, and you have the leader in the market, that's right here, right? This is already 9 o'clock, right here. And you have, at the same time, NQ breaking below Globex low. Look, there's a simple solution for this, guys. Okay? If you think that's a good trade for you, wait to see if at least NQ gets back above Globex low and Friday's low. You'll have a trap trade on your hand and the opportunity to move to the other side of the range. Okay. By the way, I want to put a big shout out to one of my coaching clients, Jackson. Nailed the trap trade today on NQ, and he nailed the low entry off this moving average. He and I have been working on this for actually weeks. At this point, he executed perfectly, and on his best stretch, he pocketed 30 points, 30 NQ points. My hat's off to him. That was beautiful. He did far better than I did on that trade, and just congratulations to him. Way to go. You worked really hard, and you deserve recognition for that, buddy. So good work. Anyways, my name is Simon. I'm with Trade and Perform Coaching. Remember, there's a million ways to slice and dice this. My goal is simply to get traders to move from losing money, first of all, to get them to break even. And then once they're break even, get into making profits. And there's a process involved in this, and the process involves both raising yourself emotionally, intellectually, I would say to a degree spiritually, right? Having some faith in yourself and trusting yourself, and then staying calm and knowing that the market will come to you, right? And at any rate, anyone can do it. I truly believe anybody can trade profitably. It's one step at a time. You have to invest both money, time, and effort to get it done. And don't forget to protect both your bank accounts. Your financial bank account, meaning the capital you trade with, and your emotional, mental capital. Okay, both of them are very valuable. If anyone has any questions, you can reach me at tradeandperform@gmail.com. Everyone's welcome to join me in the morning market preview tomorrow morning. And in the meantime, it's 9 o'clock. I'm going to go hit the pool and do a couple of laps. I will get this posted as soon as possible, and we will talk to you all later. Have a great night.